morning. 6 in the morning. I have not slept. Uh, Gotta help it though for you guys and gals. Let's say you're involved in a car wreck, and the officers on the scene get there in about 2 minutes. Multiple officers, like two cars, so maybe three officers total, and they assess the car wreck and say, "Hey, this is a civil matter. You guys call your tow trucks, get out of here." Cool. 20 minutes go by. Another cop comes, and the first thing he says is his rank, and he outranks all the other officers. And now this is his scene, right? Okay. So let's say that officer now makes his own story up, and it's like, oh, the bigger car must have caused the accident. So let's make this a criminal charge, a car wreck. Let's make this assault with a deadly weapon because your truck is so big. And he writes his report. You go to jail. They charge you with assault with a deadly weapon, your car, because it's so big. And you bail out. Get a lawyer. A lawyer's like, oh, that's nothing. You don't have a record. You're clean. Judge will dismiss it. So you get to the arraignment. Not only do they not dismiss it, they add two more charges. Um, Two charges of assault with a deadly weapon, not a gun. Saying that your car rammed the car twice. And terrorist threat. So now you have three felonies, and you have no record ever. Not even a parking ticket at all. Like, clean record. But the district attorney says, okay, we're going to offer you 3 strikes. That's your plea deal. 3 strikes and 5 years probation. Of course you say no. And now the ball's rolling. So the lawyer you paid for gets pregnant and say they can't do a trial. So now you don't have a lawyer, and the money that you paid that lawyer is now gone because there's no refund when it comes to lawyers. They can leave the case anytime they want to. So now you're stuck with a public defender, and now you have to wait for the case to matriculate. And they keep offering you plea deals. Now they're down to 2 strikes and 5 years, and license suspended for indefinitely forever. And you're like, no, because I ain't doing it. I didn't do any of these things. So you remember that lie they tell us about innocent until proven guilty. So that was a lie, hypothetically. So hypothetically, they keep pushing the court date back because they're trying to coerce you to take the plea deal. So you keep saying no. So every time you're saying no, you're getting penalized. Um, so to speed this up a little bit, almost 3 years go by, 2 years, 8 months, and out of those 2 years, 8 months, you have had a pending violent felony on your record, and you failed every background check. You lose your passport. Every job that you had, you get fired from because you failed the background check. You can't even do Uber Eats. You can't do DoorDash. You can't do anything because you can't pass that background check. So imagine being not able to work for 3 years, and because you won't take a plea deal. and you're supposed to be innocent innocent to proven guilty, but you're guilty to proven innocent. So finally, you get to court and turn to find out that there was a surveillance camera this whole time that was in the hands of the prosecutors that showed you did not cause the wreck and you have been innocent this whole time, and they knew it, but they wanted you in the system so bad to take that plea deal that they just kept pursuing these false charges. But in the meantime, you lost your job, your house, every means of income that you could possibly have. And so now the tape comes out in court. You win the case without a doubt. Innocent, not guilty on all charges. Boom. Now it takes about 3 to 4 months to clear supposedly to clear your name. But you're expected to just pick up after 3 years of zero income and no way to make any income. And when you try to get a lawyer to sue, it's called malicious prosecution, 1983. You can't find a lawyer. So my question is, as a black man, hypothetically, are you only loved and be represented by your people and a lawyer if you die? Because you get the George Floyds, you get the Michael Browns, what's the brother, Philando Castro, and everybody knows I'm a fan of Zoe Williams. He said something a couple of years ago, maybe even a decade ago, that are we only important when we die? I mean, look at Michael Jackson. Look at anybody. They're only loved when they die. I mean, imagine a cop falsifying, allegedly, hypothetically, cop falsifying an incident, and the DA picking it up and forcing an innocent person to take a plea deal, and because he doesn't, they take his life away for 3 years, and then is expected to hop back in society with nothing. And then when you try to sue, finding a lawyer is by far the hardest thing. Only on TV you can find a lawyer to help you and get justice. So my question is, hypothetically, and you know, what would y'all do in this instance? All right, peace, y'all.